What's up, guys? Good morning. I want to welcome you to today's enlightenment broadcast. This is Jay Moore, your healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. Man, I'm excited about today's topic. We are talking about going into new territory. Going into new territory. On Sunday, I did the broadcast on the beginning of a new life, and it really, and you know what it stemmed from? It stemmed from going back to the beginning, like opening up the Bible and starting in Genesis. And I got into the story of Abraham today. And Abraham had to go into a new territory. And so as we are moving towards our goals, our dreams, our visions, our destinies, our purpose, sometimes before you get to where you want to go, you're going to have to go into a brand new land. And that's what happened to Abraham. Think about this. Abraham, whom he was in today's age, he was pretty old. He was pretty old when he had to leave his home. God says, hey, Abraham, why don't you leave where everything is good and I'm going to take you somewhere else? What kind of goals do you have? Do you have a spiritual goal? Do you have a personal development goal? Do you have a health goal and a family goal? Do you have a business? Do you have business goals and financial goals? Imagine, imagine if you were told right now, everything that you're doing right now, we're going to scrap it all. We're going to go somewhere else with that. It's a new territory. See, before you get to like that dream, like everybody has that pull. We're all being pulled towards something. We don't always know what it is. So before you get there, you're going to have to make a hard turn or a huge push. Abraham's case, he had to do a hard turn. He had to go to a land he had never been to, and he had to trust that what God said was true. Did he have any proof? Not really. You know, he didn't have much proof. And then God had the nerve to tell him, hey, look, your seed is going to be as numerous as the stars. There's going to be more descendants that come from your seed probably than anyone. He's probably thinking, man, that sounds awesome. You ever look at your goals like, man, this looks good, man. I'm excited. And then you realize that, man, it could be 10 years. You don't know. Abraham had been in the land 10 years and he still hadn't had a son. He still hadn't had a son. And so Sarah comes in and is like, look, dude, it's been 10 years. Why don't we go ahead and take things in our own hands? Have you ever done that in your business? Have you taken things in your own hands? You're like, man, it's been so long. I just got to do everything. Man, I can't wait any longer. That's what Sarah did. Sarah goes to Abraham and says, look, I got Hagar over here. Why don't you go ahead and knock her up real quick? You can knock her up, and then we'll have our son. And then, hopefully we'll have our son, and we can pretty much get started with what God wants us to do. God did not tell Abraham to go. He could have told him that before. He could have said, look, knock her up. No, God didn't tell him to do that. And here it is. You know how powerful our wives and our women are? Our women can tell us to do something that's so stupid and we'll do it. What happened to Adam? What did Adam do? Adam knew Eve was wrong. Adam knew Eve had no business bringing him that fruit. He still ate it. Look at Abraham. Now, Abraham is one of the first. I ain't gonna say he's the first, but if we're looking at the stories in the Bible, he's one of the first ones that's like, shoot, yeah, bring it to my tent. I don't mind. I don't mind having a little fun. How many times do you have to do it? They don't say. They just said that she got pregnant. But how many times? He was probably excited, like, word, I get to sleep with, my wife's mistress. I get to sleep with my wife's maid, and she's saying yes. Stupid. Going into new territory. We just can't listen to everybody. You can't do that. Man, you've got to be in tune with your spiritual goal. See, your spiritual goal is the goal that will keep you connected to your purpose. It'll keep you connected to your vision. See, if you don't have a spiritual goal, what will happen is someone's going to whisper something in your ear, pertaining to your success, and you're going to believe them. And you're going to be like, that's absolutely true. I might as well do that. When you could totally be derailing your situation. Luckily for Abraham, God was like, man, I can still work with him because he's shown me enough that even though he's jacking up, I provisioned for that. I provisioned for him to mess up. Do you realize God provisions for us to mess up? He provisions for us to go off track. And he says, you know what? I'm going to use you going off track. I'm going to use you going off track. And we're still going to get it done. See, that's the interesting part about God. He knows we are prone to doing it outside of his will. And he brings all of that back into his will so that we can still get to the place where he's called us to be. So look, you're going into new territory this year in 2020. I'm going into new territory in 2020. Some of the topics that I'm taking on, some of the strategies that I'm using, new territory. I'm going further out into deep water. I hope you're planning to be further into deep water because it will require you to walk on water, but you won't have the ability to walk on the water. You're going to have to look straight and look towards that spiritual goal that you have. So if anything you take from this today, get a spiritual goal. See, because if you have a spiritual goal, then what's going to happen is going into new territory won't be as hard because you're going to have the direction of the source. Source is going to pull you towards him, and source is going to lead you into the place where it is that he knows he's prepared for you. You know what I'm saying? He says he wouldn't prepare a place for us, and he would never lie about that. I believe that there's a place prepared, but right now, right here on earth, there's a place prepared for you. Make sure you make a spiritual goal today so that you can move closer to your vision, your purpose, your destiny, your calling. Do that. That's going to lead you to your new territory. That's what's going to help you to gain total financial control in your business, in your life. You want that? Man, I'm going to tell you, in April, I want you to be looking out for a flyer that's coming out. Shout out to my man, Frank Dent, F Dent Consulting. You know who he is. He's on Instagram. Check him out. He's on Facebook. Check him out. F Dent Consulting, Frank Dent. We're doing an event. We're going to do a live event in the Silver Spring, Maryland area. And this event is going to do some amazing things. You don't want to miss it. When you see the registration link pop up, I want you to make sure you register for this event. We're going to help you answer 5 questions. The 5 questions that's going to lead you to gaining total financial control, but not just finances, guys. This is bigger than finance. This is spiritual. It's about you and your development. It's about your health. It's about your family and your business and your like all of those things work together. So don't forget, be on the lookout. It's going to be in April. It may be the 3rd or the 4th Sunday in April. We want you to come and be a part of this amazing inaugural event. So I look forward to connecting with you. And look, I look forward to helping you gain total financial control in your life and in your business. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.